What if the price of beauty was far greater than you ever imagined? What if chasing perfection cost you everything? Your health, your career, even your sense of self? Hollywood is filled with cautionary tales. Stars who once had it all, fame, fortune, admiration, only to watch it slip away in their pursuit of the perfect image. Behind the red carpets, behind the flashing cameras, are stories the public was never meant to see. Shocking transformations, irreversible decisions, and consequences no one could undo. For some, it took just one choice, one procedure, one moment that unraveled decades of success. In this video, we uncover the stories that stunned the world and the painful lessons learned far too late. So stay with us, because what you're about to see may change the way you look at beauty forever. Michael Jackson's physical transformation remains one of the most controversial and emotionally charged chapters in entertainment history. From the bright-eyed child star of the Jackson 5 to his final years in the public eye, the changes in his appearance were impossible to ignore and deeply unsettling for many fans who grew up watching him. What began in 1979 as a nose surgery following a stage accident would quietly open the door to a long and complex cosmetic journey. Over time, medical professionals and people close to Michael suggested that he may have undergone dozens, possibly even more than 100 procedures throughout his life. These reportedly included multiple rhinoplasties, cheek implants, eyelid surgeries, and alterations to his chin. Some accounts even claimed that he scheduled several procedures during a single surgical session. As his appearance continued to evolve, public reaction grew increasingly divided. Many critics argued that the surgeries erased the natural features that once defined him. Others, however, urged compassion, pointing to the crushing pressure of global fame, relentless media scrutiny, and a lifetime spent under the microscope. Michael's changing face became more than a topic of gossip. It became a symbol of a deeper, more painful struggle, one involving identity, self-image, and the desire for control in a world that never stopped watching. His story exposes the darker side of celebrity culture, where fame amplifies insecurities, privacy disappears, and escaping public judgment becomes nearly impossible. Michael Jackson wasn't just transforming his appearance. He was navigating the unbearable weight of being seen everywhere, by everyone, all the time. Jedlica, famously known as the human Ken doll, has taken cosmetic surgery far beyond what most people ever imagined possible. His journey began at just 13 years old, sparked by flashy television shows and an early fascination with perfection. What started as simple curiosity slowly evolved into a lifelong pursuit, a mission to redesign himself, piece by piece. Over the years, Justin has undergone more than 1,000 cosmetic procedures, spending nearly $1 million to reshape almost every part of his body. From rhinoplasty and cheek implants to shoulder enhancements, sculpted triceps, and even glute procedures, Justin transformed his body into what he describes as a living work of art. Some decisions were intensely specific. In one case, he removed veins from his forehead simply because they reminded him of a celebrity he disliked. For Justin, these surgeries weren't rooted in insecurity. They were about control, self-expression, and a personal sense of achievement. His extreme transformation drew worldwide attention and landed him on reality television, dividing audiences everywhere. Critics saw obsession. Supporters saw fearless individuality. Jedlica's story leaves us with a powerful question. In a world obsessed with self-improvement, where does self-expression end and obsession truly begin? Sahar Tabar, whose real name is Fatima Kishvand, became one of the most shocking internet phenomena of the late 2010s. In 2017, her haunting, almost zombie-like images spread across social media at lightning speed, leaving millions of people stunned, confused, and deeply unsettled. Almost overnight, rumors exploded claims that she had undergone nearly 50 plastic surgeries to transform herself into a twisted, distorted version of Hollywood icon Angelina Jolie. The internet couldn't look away. Was it obsession or performance art? A cry for attention or an act of rebellion? But the reality was far more complex. Sahar later revealed that many of her viral photos were heavily altered, using dramatic makeup, extreme lighting, and digital editing to exaggerate her appearance. Yet even knowing the truth didn't stop the backlash. The fame quickly turned invasive, and the criticism grew louder, especially as she challenged cultural boundaries within Iran's strict social norms. Then, everything changed. Sahar was arrested on charges related to violating moral and cultural standards. At first, she faced a severe sentence, sparking international outrage and global media attention. Under mounting pressure, authorities ultimately released her. Sahar Tabar's story is more than shock value. It's a haunting reminder of the dangerous pull of viral fame and how far someone might go just to be seen in a world ruled by social media. Heidi Montag learned the hard way that cosmetic surgery can spiral out of control faster than anyone expects. At just 23 years old, she made a decision that would change her life forever, undergoing 10 plastic surgery procedures in a single 16-hour operation. At the time, Heidi believed that transforming her appearance would bring confidence, happiness, and lasting fame. But what followed was far from the dream she imagined. Her recovery was traumatic. Heidi suffered severe physical complications, reacting dangerously to medications and experiencing extreme weakness that left her body struggling to cope. Emotionally, the impact was just as devastating. When she finally looked in the mirror, she barely recognized the face staring back at her, and the shock was overwhelming. In the years that followed, Heidi spoke openly about her regret. She admitted that she made irreversible, life-altering decisions without fully understanding the risks or the emotional toll. While she doesn't condemn cosmetic surgery entirely, she now urges others to slow down, reflect, and approach change with caution and self-awareness. Her story delivers a powerful lesson. Insecurity cannot be cut away with a scalpel, and rushing drastic transformations at a young age can leave scars far deeper than anything visible on the skin. Dolly Parton has never tried to hide her cosmetic choices. In fact, she's done the opposite, embracing them with rare honesty, humor, and grace. Unlike many celebrities, Dolly has always been open about the procedures she's chosen over the years. Not because of insecurity, and not out of fear, but as a conscious part of the larger-than-life persona she carefully created. For her, appearance was never about chasing perfection. It was about expression. Dolly once famously said, "I look completely fake, but I'm completely real." That line captures everything about her. She sees beauty as performance, not deception. Aging as something to navigate, not something to be ashamed of. And self-image as a personal choice, not a public obligation. What truly sets Dolly apart isn't what she's had done, but how she carries herself, her confidence, her warmth, her unwavering authenticity. Across generations, fans admire her not just for how she looks, but for how genuinely she shows up as herself. Dolly Parton's story reminds us of something powerful. Cosmetic surgery doesn't always mean self-rejection. Sometimes it means clarity. Sometimes it means control. And sometimes it simply means owning who you are unapologetically and with joy. Jessica Alves' transformation stands as one of the most extreme and emotionally complex stories in the history of cosmetic surgery. Formerly known as Rodrigo Alves, her journey began at just 17 years old, with medical procedures related to a hormone condition. But as the years passed, relentless bullying and public ridicule planted something deeper, an overwhelming fixation on physical perfection. That fixation grew into obsession. Over time, Jessica spent more than $800,000 on cosmetic procedures, reshaping nearly every part of her body. Repeated nose surgeries caused devastating complications, severe infections, damage that made breathing difficult, and at one point, a life-threatening condition that nearly reached her heart. Still, despite repeated medical warnings, the surgeries continued. Eventually, Jessica was diagnosed with body dysmorphic disorder, a turning point that finally brought clarity to years of relentless self-criticism and perceived flaws. But her story didn't end there. Jessica's journey took a profound shift when she transitioned, choosing to embrace her true identity instead of chasing an unattainable physical ideal. Today, she speaks openly about her past, advocating for mental health awareness, self-acceptance, and honesty about the emotional toll behind extreme transformations. Her story delivers a powerful truth. Real change doesn't happen in the mirror. It begins with understanding and accepting who you truly are. Lara Flynn Boyle was once celebrated for her classic Hollywood beauty and unmistakable features. Through major film and television roles, she stood out not because she fit a mold, but because she didn't. Her uniqueness was her signature. But over time, public appearances began to spark intense speculation. Her face appeared swollen and noticeably altered, igniting rumors of fillers, Botox, lip injections, and facial procedures. Many critics believed these changes were meant to slow aging, yet, ironically, they seemed to erase the very individuality that made her unforgettable. Fans reacted with shock and sadness, saying Hollywood's relentless fear of aging had claimed another familiar name. Whether Lara sought transformation or simple maintenance, the outcome revealed a sobering truth. Not every change is an improvement. Her story reflects a painful pattern when the pursuit of perfection goes too far. Individuality is often the first thing lost. Then there's Simon Cowell. By the early 2020s, he had become almost as well known for his altered appearance as for his brutally honest television critiques. Public reaction was harsh, with many saying he looked unrecognizable. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Simon admitted he'd gone too far. The turning point came when his young son reacted negatively to his appearance, a moment that cut deeper than any headline ever could. That realization changed everything. Simon stepped away from invasive procedures, choosing healthier habits, skincare, hydration, and balance. His story proves that sometimes the most powerful cosmetic correction is self-awareness. Dennis Avner, widely known as Stalking Cat, took body modification far beyond aesthetics, turning it into a deeply spiritual pursuit. In his early 20s, inspired by Native American shamanic beliefs, Dennis made a life-altering decision. He committed himself fully to embodying the spirit of a tiger, not symbolically, but physically and permanently. Over the years, he underwent more than a dozen extreme procedures. His face was covered in permanent tattoos. Subdermal implants reshaped his features. His teeth were sharpened, his ears surgically altered, and whisker implants embedded into his skin. Every modification brought him closer to the identity he believed he was meant to live. The world watched in shock. Dennis earned a place in the Guinness World Records and appeared on major television programs, becoming one of the most recognizable figures in the body modification movement. To many observers, his appearance represented disturbing excess proof that self-transformation had gone too far. But to others, Dennis was something else entirely. He was a symbol of radical self-expression, spiritual devotion, and personal truth. His story challenges society's rigid definitions of normal and forces a difficult question. Who decides where self-expression ends and too far begins? Dennis Avner's life reminds us that identity, for some, is not worn, it is lived at any cost. Every story you've seen today reveals one powerful truth. Chasing perfection can come at a devastating cost. Fame fades, beauty changes, attention disappears. but the consequences of these choices can last forever. Before judging these transformations, take a moment to consider the pressure, expectations, and scrutiny that shaped them. These aren't just stories about appearance. They're stories about identity, self-worth, and being human. If this video made you rethink beauty or self-acceptance, share your thoughts in the comments. Support the channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing for more powerful stories that uncover the hidden truths behind fame and human choice.